Done. I'm done.
Mate, doesn't that song remind you of Happy Feet? Oh yeah, you know what's going on this weekend? Well, I mean, we had to film this one a little bit early, but
We're going to miss it.
the big UFC fight, John Jones.
Johnny Jones is back.
Oh my gosh. John the Bones Jones.
Yeah. Surely
Mate,
he
it's gonna
comes
be
out to that Metro Boomin song.
What?
I've seen it
Superheroes?
on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the Walter White remix on it?
Yep.
And it's like, I am the one who knocks. And then it's like, ooh, ooh,
Yeah. That song's been going crazy.
I got no clue what you guys are.
John Bones.
You know who John the Bones Jones is?
Not really.
You don't know who.
Not into UFC.
No,
Yeah, but like surely would have heard of John Jones before.
no. I will watch UFC, but I don't know who's fighting. Don't know what they are.
Men and women.
Conor McGregor. That's
Yeah.
all, pretty much. And then there's like that guy that he like knocked out like straight
Khabib
away.
DB.
Khabib.
It wasn't.
Oh,
Khabib,
that
no.
Brazilian guy, yeah.
Yeah. What's his name? Aldo or something.
Jose Aldo.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Pretty much there's about three I know. And then Ronda Rousey, but she's not in there.
Ronda. She was back in the Conor days.
Yeah.
Connor's coming back too. He's
Yeah,
fighting.
Connor's on
Is
the
he?
comeback. Yep.
Dope.
Yep.
Posted
He's
a photo
him versus
with,
Michael Chandler.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting because like now that he's back on
There was
USADA.
no fucking check.
Oh,
That was
yeah. Now that he's back on
Dustin Poirier.
USADA, which is the UFC drug testing agency
Yeah.
that runs around, because somehow that's what everyone was like. The big thing was when he left to recover because of his injury, he got out of the testing pool, which no one had. I don't think anyone had ever done before, and that's what was pretty crazy. So that he could.
money speaks.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But-
doesn't he have like a $700,000 bloody Lamborghini boat?
God, it's more than that.
Yeah, I think it is.
5
more.
mil or something.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. No.
It's
Couple
something
mil.
stupid though. It's probably not 700,000.
Yeah, but anyway, no, it's a. I mean, he got out of it, and well, there was allegedly taking PEDs. I mean, did you see the size of him
You got
out of
pretty big.
camp? It was gnarly.
Nah, mate, just good diet, you know.
Good diet training. Well, I mean, honestly, you never know though. Like,
Yeah.
considering that the fact that he's never been out of like camp for too long.
Yeah.
Like when you go into training camp and for a fight, you're trying to cut and things like that. You're never doing like bulks or whatnot.
He always
Since
stayed.
he was out of forever for so long and he was trying to recover, he'd just be training and
Yeah.
he could put on size maybe.
He'd always stay in condition or close to condition.
Yeah,
ready
he
for a
would.
fight.
Yeah. But he was massive.
Yeah, I know.
He was a rig, and yeah, I don't know how it's going to be tough for him to get back down to his old weight. I mean,
Yeah.
not.
Can't remember what he's fighting in. It'd be like 170, wouldn't it?
I'm pretty sure he's going. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Around that 170 mark.
170, 175. I think it is. He used to fight one below that.
Yeah, he fought in like 155, I think.
I'm doing these ones because I got no clue what you're doing these.
But yeah, anyway, the John Jones fight this weekend is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's going to be so sick.
What do you reckon? John Jones? He kind of has to win. Everything's riding on this.
So obviously we're putting it on, but this by the time this comes out, the fight would have already been.
Yeah. I reckon John Jones. He has to
I don't
win.
know.
He's been away for 3 years.
What's old mate's name? I can't remember his other name. The other guy's verse. I was literally talking about it to someone
Something.
about an hour or two ago.
Gain or something?
Cyril Gain.
Yeah.
So yeah, but he is currently the
World champion or whatever.
the undisputed champion. But now that John Jones is coming back, he's the disputed champion. Some people say, but if he wins this, he becomes the heavyweight undisputed champion.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, John Jones hasn't fought in a few years.
Yep, 3 years.
Yeah, so I mean, Cyril Gain just come off another fight.
Yeah. Be interesting.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna say
it's
that's
going
gonna
to
be
be
something
very,
different.
it's going to be very interesting. Like he's still, they're both kind of like, arguably John Jones is still in his prime,
Yeah.
but I mean, he's never fought heavyweight either.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm sure he's still been fighting and training.
He is a
like-
weapon though. He's
like
such
crazy.
a weapon. Did you hear the crazy story about his UFC debut? Fight when he debuted for the what?
Isn't it debuted?
Debut. People say it different. Huh?
I don't know.
Debut.
Debut. What up, debut? Something.
I've heard people say it like that.
No, I don't know. I don't think I've heard debut.
Yeah, debut. Is that what you wanted to say?
No, I was just like, there's like debut, you know. I think
Debut.
boo's like
When people
"Sup,
debut,
boo?"
when he debuted for the UFC. Anyway, when he debuted for the UFC, all right.
Back in the days.
Back in the day, all right.
That's good.
Before his fight, literally the day of his fight, he went to the park to go meditate. Okay, and while he was meditating, this lady yelled out, "Please help, help. He's just stolen my purse." John Jones chased after this guy who stole this dude's purse for like 2 miles or 2 miles or like 3 miles, tackled him to the ground, got the purse back and ran it back to the lady the day of his fight.
Far out.
And like, so this is all going on, and Dana White's on the phone to him, and he's like explaining the situation, and he rocks up, and it's like him telling Joe Rogan, and Ari Shafir's with him as well, and Joe's like, "Oh my gosh, what the hell? This guy's like going to be a weapon," and like, yeah, like, so cool. Like, and he won that fight.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Many more from that day.
Gnarly, man. Just got into like a fight. Like, you never know. Like, I could have had like a knife or anything. He's just chased after him. He's a real life superhero.
Yeah. John Jones, though. You probably
Jones.
wouldn't stand a chance anyway.
Against John Jones. Yeah, no, literally. That's gnarly. I just thought that was gnarly.
Yeah.
Like, watching sports is like, it's so sick. Watching UFC is something else, like cage fighting.
Yeah.
Watching men
Warriors.
and women and, literal warriors fight to the absolute pretty much death
And some people die.
is crazy. Is
Have you seen,
so
like,
crazy.
Have you seen like bare
Bare
is
knuckle?
it bare knuckle fighting?
Yeah, that's where they started off with.
That's still like Russian, I think. Like people still do it in Russia and everything. Like it's nuts, like bare knuckle because they got like what 8-ounce gloves or something like that on their hands.
They're
In
8 or
UFC?
12.
No, they're not 12.
I think they're
they're
8
I
ounce.
think they're 8.
I think they're 8 because then that's
And
like,
doesn't know anything about UFC, but knows. Oh yeah, they got 8-ounce gloves on their hands.
But yeah, like it's like nuts, eh? Like you see all their like cauliflower ears and whatnot, but like, oh man,
Not everyone has cauliflower.
No. But like the bare knuckle fighting is like brutal.
Yeah, well, they started off bare knuckle
Brutal.
and in a boxing ring.
Yeah. But you see, like, it's all these like YouTubers and shit, like as well. Like they always like challenge, you know, like was it Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor?
Deji and Deji as
But like,
well.
Yeah, that's
like
so
they
random.
take, like
So
they take.
stupid.
I know it's
It's
so
just a money
random. It's
grab.
the most random thing ever. But like Conor McGregor, you know, who's been a UFC fighter for God knows how long, has to now then learn how to box. Different things.
Well, that was an exhibition. That was like for money purposes
Yeah.
only.
But
All
like
that,
still,
everything.
different.
Yeah.
Different.
He gave him a good run though.
Yeah, but like,
He
what
definitely gave him a
if,
good
what if
run.
for the roles were reversed? What if like Floyd Mayweather was with?
Oh, he'd get destroyed.
Exactly,
It's very,
Because
very
it's all
different.
grappling and stuff.
Yeah, like boxing, you have as simple to put it. Like, I don't mean to put it down. As simple to put it, you have one skill, and that's fighting with your hands. All you gotta do is fight with your hands.
Yeah, whereas-
obviously there's moving and everything else, but yeah, it's you're punching. All right, in UFC,
Yo.
you got to punch, kick, grapple. There's so many
Everything.
different things.
Everything.
Like when you're boxing, you just got your hands up here on your chin the whole time, ready to dodge, weave, throw, and whatnot. When you're doing UFC and cage
Trying to
fighting,
protect
your hands are
everything.
down, half up, because you're watching. Is he gonna kick? And I've got to grab the kick, defend the kick, or is he gonna throw a punch? Am I gonna grab the punch, defend the punch, or is he gonna go for a takedown?
for a submission, yeah.
That's the thing. You never know. There's a lot more to look out for. It's a lot more. Some would argue it's more technical.
Absolutely. Like,
But boxing is still very.
yeah, not to put it on there,
technical.
but like you see like people, like, even, you know, I got some friends that they do like their bloody, you know, wrestling and whatnot, and you know, do all that submission. Like that's, man, as soon as you get them in a position, like that's,
It's
you know,
it's
like,
the best
you can,
fun.
like you can pull a little bit, and that's when they tap.
Yeah.
but you can easily snap someone's arm.
And then boxing has the cardio side of it, whereas
Where you gotta-
it's
yeah.
12 rounds. isn't it,
Correct.
most?
Yeah, 12 rounds. Yeah,
12
Where
rounds. Yeah.
UFC is 6 rounds at a
5.
But you see him like
yeah.
you look at like
a title fight, only a title
fight.
fight.
Then
the
it's
aftermark
three
of
or
a
five.
boxing ring and a UFC fight. You're like, look who's worse off. You know who it is.
Yeah,
There's
any
always-
Nate Diaz fight.
Oh my god, dude,
Mate,
blood pouring down.
He's always there, bro.
Nate Diaz looks like an
He's
bloody
so funny.
reject
Motherfucker.
shot.
Mate, did you ever watch that interview with him and Conor McGregor?
Yep, the money-
He's
the
like,
money
is this the money channel? And then he left. He left the
up
interview
and
early. And then Conor's just like,
Pissing
I'll
himself.
answer your questions, lady. And then he's like, yeah, that was so funny.
That is the best.
Yeah.
I've,
And you can tell Nate's just sitting there going, oh,
And it was the money channel.
don't want to be it. So funny. So funny.
She was asked, that was the most retarded interview.
That was a stupid
like
interview.
the question she was asking.
Like seriously, like I could ask better questions than that. Like,
what does it mean for you to make it money wise? Like, what?
what do you mean? How do you?
And he's
Yeah,
like-
what do you?
It's like, what? This is the money channel. So retarded.
Oh, it was so funny. And then like Connor's like, and then that interview, he's like, you should be going home to your wife. Hey, baby, pull out the red panties. We're fighting with Connor. Like, because he like always makes all the money fights. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's so funny, so funny.
Yeah.
He's such a funny bloke, mate. Like, but like, yeah, he made half the UFC what it is. Like,
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
and he knows it too. Like he posted a photo with Dana White today, and it was like, I can't remember the caption exactly, but it's like, without me, fighting's dead or something. It wasn't
But
that
it's like
exactly. Don't quote me on that. but-
yeah, it's like true. But even like Sugar O'Malley, like he's getting out there too.
yeah, he is.
He's
but
like
and
I feel like he's like
this is
a
something.
young, like another Conor McGregor too.
Maybe
I reckon.
This is something that's like
he's very good on social media.
Yeah.
that's pretty.
Yeah, you see him, he hangs out with buddy Steve will do it and the
6ix9ine
Nell boys
Nell
and
boys
six,
and all
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, this is something that's pretty, some would say controversial in the UFC at the moment, is people with a very big persona and following on social media.
Yeah.
They're starting to think that is starting to influence the fights
What, they
not how the fights are scored and the end result.
Yeah.
So him, Sugar O'Malley, and the biggest one is Paddy the Batty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
It's huge.
One of his last fights,
Probably
mate,
didn't
so
win.
many people have rewatched that fight and scored it. Paddy lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just because of the amount of people in the audience, you can literally hear them shouting his name. They think it had an effect on how the match was scored.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
same with Sugar O'Malley, one of his fights
Yeah.
was also very controversial.
Because they bring a lot of pay per view buys in.
Yes.
That's,
Oh,
that's a
yeah,
huge
100%.
thing.
Oh, yeah,
If you got a
exactly.
big, if you got a big following, then it's gonna pack seats.
This
Not even
isn't.
that
I
biased,
don't think
like-
this is
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
This isn't how you're thinking about it. Like this isn't like pay to win.
Yeah.
This is like it's having an effect over the
Oh, the
judges and
judges,
how
yeah.
it's being scored
'Cause they're
because
listening.
of
Yeah.
everything that's going on, and they know they've got a big stage presence. How they enter the ring, how everyone goes off, like
Yeah.
kind of things like that.
Yeah.
Because obviously when they have a UFC fight, okay, no matter where it is in the world, the judges they bring aren't in the UFC, aren't like traveling around with the UFC.
Yeah.
They get them from the place that they are from
Yeah.
in combat sports.
Even like the recent
So
fight.
the
Alex
recent fight in
Volkanovski.
Perth,
Yeah.
okay, 284, those judges were all Australian.
Yeah.
All Australian judges, the ringsman, the ref, all Australian. So
Yeah.
that's why they get them from the location they're at.
Yeah.
So that's why sometimes you'll even hear people like Joe Rogan will say, oh, the refs at this location, or the refs or the judges, weren't as good as this location,
Yeah.
for example.
Yeah.
So they're all scored differently, and then you have certain people come in, and
Yeah.
yeah,
'Cause you had a lot of people saying that, like the Alex Volkanovski fight versus Islam Makhachev, like that was a bit controversial as well. Like a lot of people, even Joe Rogan, when they were watching it, if you listen
Yeah.
to the podcast,
Yeah.
Fight Companion,
Yep.
they all thought that like Volk
And
had
if you
it.
listen to Protect Our Parks, he also says
Yeah.
it again that he
Yeah.
thinks he won.
Yeah.
But
He
I
rewatched
mean,
it,
like, I don't know that he keeps saying, I'm a fan of both those people. I'm a fan of Volkanovski because
Yeah.
he's Australian and mate, he's the lightweight champion.
Yeah.
Like he's doing really well and he's such a good bloke. And then I'm also a fan of Islam because I just love the aggression in him, and he's just insane. He's an unreal fighter. He's a
dialed
Dagestani
in.
wrestler.
Yeah.
Like his wrestling is almost unmatched, and Volk proved up to it in the fight. But mate, when I was watching the fight, I saw that Islam won.
Yeah, okay.
Not by much. It was definitely so close. Definitely so close. I just think where people were coming from with where Volk won was he always would have the end of the round.
Yeah.
It appeared in some rounds. He would take charge at the end and have the crowd, the audience, everything going off. If you listen to it like that, that's kind of where I see the other side. Yeah. But I don't know. That was just from where I've watched it. Such a good fight, though. Unreal fight. Unreal fight.
Crazy to watch as well.
Oh, mate. All sports are. I was watching the NFL.
I don't get
the Super Bowl.
NFL. I don't get it.
I think
because they throw things and then you got to catch them and then you got to like.
It's a very long game compared to like our NRL or even our union and things like that. We like union, for example. If you got the ball, you get tackled. You pass it on straight away. There's no stopping. Yeah, then you go league. You get tackled. Everyone has to move back. You roll the ball and then you go again. Then this is the other extreme. Basically, what they have, if you see the defense line and the offense line, this is just how my knowledge of it from playing Madden and watching one game. All right, so you have the defense line and you have the offense line. What the offense line has to do is that they're trying to pass a line, an imaginary line that is ruled by big cones on the side, about 10 yards past the defense line, okay? So they've got to get the ball in one of their players' hands, past that line, and then they get to move another 4 chances to get to that line again.
Yeah.
Okay?
In the set.
So you get 4, I think you get 4 downs and like it'll say 4th down or 3rd down and this many yards. So it'll be like, for example, 2nd down, which means they've had 2 plays and they've got 7 yards to go. So most of the time they'll hike it back to the quarterback and the quarterback will throw it to a running back and then he'll grab it and receive it past that line. And then they start again from where that line was, where they got the ball to.
Quarterback's like the
player.
main guy.
Yeah, he's like...
If you're
Tom Brady, he's
like,
a quarterback.
If you're like the quarterback,
retired
in like any movie, it's like, this guy is the quarterback for...
You're that guy.
And you're like, oh, he's the quarterback.
It's so technical though, like the plays.
Yeah, that's why I don't get it.
Like NFL, because they have their sets and then each play
set's
is
different.
Different. They like set it up and it can be like a minute between each set. Like
literally, because they run the down and then they all reset. So it's the craziest thing. It's like someone just hit pause on a game and everyone's just walking around. Yeah. It's literally like watching the video game. Like when they hike it and they get it past the down and so they receive it in the next. I don't know what all the technical terms, but they get it past the line, all right, the down line. Yeah. And they receive it, but they get they run out. Sometimes they'll literally just grab the ball and then run out.
Yeah.
If they're on the edge, but they made it past the line, so they get to restart their point.
I used to just watch on YouTube, just like NFL, like big tackles, big hits.
People get destroyed.
And like just seeing like people just getting absolutely nailed. Like,
mate, you imagine
you're like watching the ball and then some guy just comes out of nowhere, poof, helmet flies off. You're just like, he dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you imagine, like I played rugby like union my whole life. Like up all through school and up until the end of school, pretty much. And like we don't wear headgear, padding.
Well, they think we're crazy.
Man, I used to wear headgear when I was second row.
But you imagine having all the gear, how much more confidence that would give you.
Heaps, so much,
and you just want to run even harder.
Yeah,
so much
gnarly, absolutely gnarly. So
all we wear is a bloody mouth guard in NRL and
that's all we wear. Yeah,
union and stuff.
You get your fingers stepped on, you get your bloody shoulders hurt, your head whacked, bloody
it's not
kicked.
Good.
Yeah.
Not ideal, but...
That's how I did my knee. Did I ever told you the actual story of how I did my knee in the rugby game? Do you want to hear it? Should I say on the pod?
Yeah, why not? I'll tell you a story I got, what happened to me in
and
rugby.
It's the saddest story because like it's not even like a cool story. Like I wish it was... My ankle, when I did my ankle in motocross, that's a cool story.
Yeah.
My knee, not a cool story.
Warming up.
It was...
on the tackle pads?
Nah, not that terrible. All right. So it was... I was playing for... Who was I playing for? USC, the university.
Yeah.
And we were in union. And it was coming into the season and we were doing like... it was the first game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
No.
Of the season.
No, it wasn't even that. No, it was the warm-up games.
Oh, God.
The prelims.
No, not the prelims. I can't remember what they're called. It's just like the games that you play before the season starts.
Yeah.
To get a feel for everyone, warm up and things like that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, pre-season. It's like pre-season.
Yeah.
That's a name for it. Anyway, so we were playing that, all right? And I got to play, it was the second half of the game, and it was on a kickoff, all right? We kicked it off, and we're kicking off, and the other team's receiving. I'm chasing after this ball, all right? The club we were playing against has this guy on their team who is, he had a nickname.
Chunky.
Can't remember his nickname. And probably,
Big
I don't
fella.
really want to say
Donovan.
it. Anyway,
Donovan.
he was about 7 foot, and we were all like
Holy
16 years old. He was massive.
Jack the
He
Giant.
was huge. All right, huge.
Yeah.
I think it was against Grammar or Matthew Flinders or someone.
Yeah.
Can't
I
remember.
would have remembered that guy. We didn't have
I don't think
anyone
it was
big enough.
Yeah, but a lot of people like play for different schools. So I played for Matthew Flinders for a season.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Why didn't I know you?
Huh?
Why didn't I know
I didn't go to the school. I just went and trained there after school.
Yeah, but I trained. I was in uni. What?
Different years, probably.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It's probably
Anyway.
before you even got there.
Maybe.
don't know.
Anyway,
Maybe.
yeah. So we were playing against them. I don't remember who it was exactly, but they're on the kickoff, and this guy received it, and I've gone to tackle him. He's passed it to his mate, and as he's passing it, he's like this. I'm coming in for the tackle, and I go to, and he like slide, and he like jumps, and I like try to like go in for the tackle. He landed on my knee as I've gone to change direction
I'm out.
because he tripped
Yeah.
and fell over me because I like aborted the tackle and then went to change direction. And then he's kept running straight and tripped and fell and landed on my knee as I'm like picture it.
Yeah.
Like you change direction, about to sprint and put all your energy off one leg. And he landed straight on that. And
Absolutely smashed it in.
popped my patella out of location, dislocated my kneecap.
Yeah.
I tore my ACL, my PCL, and like ruptured my meniscus. And I had to walk off the field
Oh, no.
with a busted thing and sit in the
Limped.
back of the car, in the back of Dad's Cruiser,
Yeah.
There you go.
till the ambo got there for like
Jesus.
the
Mate,
rest
I
of the
got
game.
an ambo called to me. Like
gnarly.
I played second row or flanker. Like when I played, I think I played for like 4 years or so. And then I like
What year did you stop?
oh, couldn't tell you. I'd have to really think about that.
Grade 10, 11.
Right, like you know the grade.
Probably like grade 9.
Oh no, I was there after that.
Okay. But anyways, I played like they put me in hooker because one of the hookers like hurt himself, and I was like, I've never played hooker.
Hooker,
I don't understand hooker. And mate, I'm skinny. I'm
Yeah, that's
I
like the short
I
big
should,
dudes.
I should be flanker. Like that's me.
Yeah.
And I wasn't fast enough to be in the backs. Anyways, I go hooker and they're like touch, yeah. And I was like, they pause and engage. And anyways, I engaged and I hit this guy's head like straight head on, and I just went crack, and then a whole shiver went down my spine. And
Wait, how did you hit his head? Weren't you
No
already
idea.
engaged?
No, they were like touch, and then I had no idea what happened, but my head like hit something, cracked, and my spine went like, and I was like,
Wait, were you in
went
a ruck
cold.
or something? Or?
Yeah, in a scrum,
well,
in a scrum.
sorry.
Scrum.
And I
Yeah,
was
but
like,
when you oh mate,
and that's what I mean. Like I don't know how I did it, and anyways, they put me in a neck brace and everything, and I like walked off the field, and I was like, my neck is like in so much pain.
Far
and
out.
they took, and I was like sitting there, and I was like in a neck brace. I'm trying to watch the game, and I'm like,
Buster.
and I went to the hospital, and they were like, yeah, like you've like done, like you've like hurt your like neck a bit. All you have to do is like just like don't move it as much. And I was like, thank fuck for that. Holy moly.
Yeah, I remember playing against this team in Caloundra Lighthouse, and there was this guy, and his name was the Flash because he was so fast. Like if you had
Imagine,
a
like,
nickname,
I was gonna say, yeah,
if you
yeah.
had a nickname in rugby in
Yeah.
Union, you were good.
Yeah.
Do you know his
Like-
actual name?
Huh?
Did
No,
you know? No. Okay.
no clue,
Wonder if I knew him.
no clue.
The Flash.
I mean, nah,
'Cause I
can't
knew all
remember.
those boys. Like,
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Anyway, like there was this one guy, but anyway, like speaking of rucks, we were in the scrum, and there was this big old fatty in the front. It could have been Chris, but
It was.
could have been
It was me.
Nah, he was like massive, mate. And we were in this scrum, all right. And I was flank in that game, and we had a new prop, a new left prop, all right? And he was locked in, all right? He was tight head. And as we went and he hit, they said, right, engage. And then he went and the scrum went like this. And
Mate, the amount of
the
times-
guy was standing up in the front of the scrum. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Our scrum is ruined because this guy just got under him and just drive the whole front of our scrum
Just
up.
launched him up.
And
Holy moly.
oh mate,
Big
like it was
boy.
their feed anyway, but so we didn't win the ball definitely. But
Yeah.
oh mate, they were just standing up, and I was like, "What the hell is going on?" And it was rough. It
Mate,
was so.
I
It
just
was
remember-
rough.
I remember-
I couldn't imagine like, oh, you're back, like
Yeah,
it hurt.
poor blokes. Oh, that's
Yeah.
why I was like second row. You know, you and your mates, and they're there. And if something goes on, like if
Were you
like,
tight or loose?
Hmm?
Were you tight head or loose head?
it
Damn.
was tight.
Yeah, okay.
And then I like the three of the boys like in the front. If like they went down, you just go down with them. You're like, and you just get eaten, bro. You're like, and like, it was
Yeah,
rough.
no, the rucks were like gnarly. Like when you're trying to like place the ball back like this, and they're like
Everyone's
in
running,
it's a
diving
mini
over you.
scrum. It's a
Yeah.
mini scrum over the top of your body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone's stepping on you, trying to fade and fight for the ball.
That's why-
This
it's
union
so
or-
nuts. Yeah,
Yeah.
union.
That's
yeah.
why I went to water polo because you can just play
Water polo.
It was so
Man had a gender change in sports.
nah. I was like, I'm gonna water polo because I'm not growing. Everyone else is, and I'm getting nails, so I'm out. And then I went to water polo.
Good decision.
And I was like, it's an aggressive sport, like absolutely, and like you like drown each other and kick each other underwater and pull on your bloody legs and whatnot. And mate, there was some people that we played against that I was like, you are not in bloody grade 12, mate. You are like your fucking 6th year in bloody, life. It's like you have a beard, bro.
Oh, it's like he's like 6 years old. Like 6 years in life.
I don't know. I mean, like in
Push him down.
little kid. Oh,
Mate, that's like you go on Instagram and you go through reels and it's like 18-year-old lifter and he's like got a full big
and
ass
you're like,
beard.
that man is
and he's
25 and has a
he's
family.
walking around looking like Thor Bjornsson. I'm like, you may be 18, but what are you taking?
It's like all those
And
Gymshark
when
athletes.
did you start taking? When did you start taking that?
Remember when was it David Lade was like 17 for like 5 years? All those guys.
Oh, lol.
Mate, it was like you're
I
like,
just ran with
I
it.
do not want this guy to be on me because he's just gonna drown me with like one hand.
Yeah.
And he would.
No, that's funny. Mate, sports are just sick. I don't know. There's something just about like watching American sports though that is just like it's just so much cooler.
You know what a great sport to watch is?
NBA.
Golf.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty cool.
It's pretty good.
Pretty cool. Like.
It's pretty good. And you like seeing like, it's like
Have you watched Full Swing?
quiet. Yeah, that was on Netflix. recently.
Yeah.
yeah.
How gangster. That's such a sick show.
But he made me watch it the other day. The first
Really?
we watched the first episode.
What'd you
Like,
think?
We
Like
didn't
20
know-
minutes and I was like, all right, I'm leaving.
I didn't get it. I didn't get into the second one with Waste Management Open though. Like, how sick does that look?
Mate.
I'd love to go to the Waste Management Open.
Man,
There
there's
wasn't much action in the first bit.
There is nothing
The
better
second
than
one-
playing a good game of golf, like hitting a ball crisp and it going down the middle.
Yeah, playing.
Yeah,
I'll play it.
But like
if I'm
watching them, and
drinking.
they're like, you're like there, and you're just like I've played with like a pro, and like I thought, you play with your friends and your dads and all that, and they're like, yeah, like, man, that's a great ball, and we're gaming down like it's like a dog leg left.
Yeah.
We're going down the middle, and then we'll aim. This guy just goes over the fucking bushes, over the trees,
Yeah.
and he's like in the fairway, and you're like, how did you do that? Like,
It's like on the Wii.
yeah,
It's
you're like, yeah, that little one off to the left. You're like, but mate,
I can clear
it's
these trees.
crazy watching them. Like, it's crazy. And then you see them all the crowd. They're like,
Dunk.
Yeah.
That was the best
Hit the
sound.
tree.
Drop
It's
straight
just
down.
Every
perfect.
time.
You just dunk.
Watch this. I'm going to hit it over the trees. Not again.
yeah. Oh fuck. The wind's not against me.
No, it was a sick series. Oh my gosh. All right. I know you don't watch much. All right, guys. I probably have recommended
Harry
something
Potter.
before. This is gonna shit on everything. New favorite TV show. Favorite.
Outer Banks.
It is no, that's so shit. Started watching OBX3, turned it off after 3 episodes. How shit is it? Have you started watching it?
I don't know what it is.
Oh my gosh. it's so
OBX3.
shit.
What's that?
Out of bank.
Out of Banks.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I've
season
never watched
3's out. First season, unreal. Second season, meh. Third season, shit. Anyway, all right. This is the sickest TV series. It's called Terminal List. The Terminal List. It is on Amazon Prime, starring Chris Pratt. He also executive produces it. And oh my gosh, it is unreal.
Mr. Pratty. Hey?
It is the coolest series.
What's Chris Pratt?
Quick
Ant-Man?
premise.
No,
Sorry?
I was like thinking of who Chris Pratt was.
He's in Marvel, isn't he?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
the bloody
He's
Guardians
Star-Lord.
of the Galaxy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's Star-Lord and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guardians
Anyway,
of the
okay, so quick premise of the show.
Premise.
He is a Navy SEAL,
Yeah.
okay, in SEAL Team 7, if I recall correctly. And they're tasked with a mission, okay? They go on the mission, and the mission goes wrong, okay?
Oh, no.
Not very good.
Oh,
And
bugger.
majority of them die, okay? So he heads back home, and while he's back home, some things start to seem a bit off, okay? His head's not in the good space. He's got a bit of
PTSD.
kind of PTSD. But he also starts to figure out that something may have gone wrong in the mission. They may have been fed some bad intel.
I think I've seen the
on
trailer of
purpose.
this.
And then he goes on this list, this hunt to try and figure out the truth.
I've seen this in
And
the trailer.
oh my
Yep.
gosh.
It's a series.
Yes.
Okay.
It's season 1's out. It's 10 episodes long. They're an hour each. Oh my gosh.
How good's a season when they have long episodes, but like it's a good long episode, not like
Oh,
something you sit there
yeah.
and you're going like, "Fuck, when is this over?"
But like, it's so good. Like most TV shows, and it actually has been awarded by Marines as the most accurate Navy SEAL representation, like of like their tactics, their moves,
That's good.
everything they do ever created, ever movie, TV series, ever.
Yeah.
Because they
Is there
actually
a lo-
had
is there a-
SEAls on the set.
I was going to say.
is there a
they
lot
must-
of Navy SEAL movies though?
Yes, there's so many. It's not funny. There are that many. It's not funny. If you really look, there are so many.
Yeah, right.
There's so many.
I know there's
gonna
like a lot
say-
of army movies, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
like
would-
if you watch like Extraction with Chris Hemsworth, you go, well, it's kind of like not really real. It's a sick movie, cool movie, Extraction. He's got a second one coming out as well. But anyway, back to this. It's just like most movies you watch, you know, like the main character is good and then they kind of like change their path, you know, halfway through and it becomes predictable.
I was
There
gonna
is
say, it's not
nothing.
predictable.
There is nothing predictable about this show.
Good.
It is
Okay.
unreal. Like I just absolutely loved it because they kind of went a bit off the rails with it. And the movie is based on a book series actually written by this guy who was an ex-Navy SEAL and now he writes fiction, if I'm correct. He was on Joe Rogan. I listened to him and he was talking about the series. He was actually talking about it a while ago and he's like, oh, I may be, he's been on twice, I think. And he's like, oh, I may be getting a TV series soon. They may want to adapt my book. And then he came on a second time to actually promote the show, which was pretty sick. And he got Chris Pratt, who's gangster. And mate, Chris Pratt does an unreal, like, version of it. Like it's a must watch, guys. I highly recommend it. Do you guys have Amazon Prime?
no.
I think I do.
Mate,
I don't
honestly,
use it, but
honestly,
I think
I
Amazon Prime and I bought
know
something once.
you don't watch shit.
yeah.
It's a sick series.
Yeah, okay.
It is such a sick series.
Yeah.
There's only like some things that hey, like you can like watch, but I'll give it a crack.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm really into TV shows and I like
You like
Chris Pratt,
everything, eh? You get everything you go.
literally.
Mate, you need
Speaking
to watch,
of new, oh sorry,
no, that's right. I was gonna say you need to watch. I was gonna say, isn't there some like new horror movies? Do you are watching them?
no,
They
I'm good.
suck.
Yeah.
They
I
suck.
like
They suck.
thrillers.
Mate, I love watching horror movies because how funny they are. Because you just know what's going on.
I like a psychological thriller.
Yeah, I like a good thriller.
Oh my god,
What was a? Oh, it's a really good one. The one with Leonardo DiCaprio on it, Shutter Island.
Shutter Island is amazing.
That's a great movie. That like I was like,
See, you
I
can
was
get
like,
to the end of you can
what?
get to the end of Shutter Island. Oh my gosh, I love this movie. You can get to the end of the Shutter Island. You can draw both conclusions, can you not?
Yeah, oh yeah,
You
absolutely,
can.
yeah.
And you look back and you go, holy
Why didn't I think
shit.
of this? Yeah.
What? It gives me chills right now. Like, was he or wasn't he?
Like,
and yeah, but why?
the end when it was
Why
like,
did they let
thanks,
him over
Teddy,
to
and
the?
they cou-
Why would they let him over to the start? How did he get on the ferry?
Mate, the thing is well, yeah,
Mate.
exactly. How did that happen?
Why did they let that happen? I don't agree. I don't know. Like,
Crazy.
obviously, it is portrayed to be that he is.
Yeah.
I'm not giving anything away by the end.
I think I need to watch it.
Bro,
Oh,
so
mate, it's a bit of an older
Don't know what's
movie.
going on.
It's a bit of an older movie.
Yeah.
It's
but,
like me when the UFC
Yeah.
fight. I'm like, what is going on?
It is the sickest movie. Like
Yeah.
psychological thrillers, and it is.
But it was so cool
really
because you're like
good.
thinking, you're like, wow, like what is this? And then like they're going through the and then it gets to the end, you're like,
and
what the
Tenet.
Mate,
It's
but
like Tenet.
But I haven't seen that. But like the thing is on like Shutter Island, the end of it, where he calls him Teddy at the end of it, you know, and then he like what was the other guy's name? It's like Teddy and something else. Anyways, he called him that nickname. He called him that nickname. You're like, that's when you can have like two feelings. You're like, whoa.
Yeah, I know. I don't
What the
know.
fuck?
I don't know.
So weird. And like,
It's giving me chills.
Inception, another great one.
Inception's good.
I did not get Inception when I watched it when I was younger, but then I watched it again. I was like, oh yeah, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, see, I just didn't watch it. Like, I wanted to watch it like ages ago, like after my mum and dad watched it, and like you won't understand it because like dad hates those type of movies. They like keep going back to different times,
and it makes you think.
I watched it like later on, like I don't know, maybe even 3 years ago, and it was good. Tenet.
No, I've never seen it.
You've never seen Tenet, so it is the new Inception.
Okay.
Very new version of Inception, and it is really, really good. It's really good. Who's the main star?
I don't know, mate. Yeah, I think of that one. Chris is over here like, I don't even know.
What the hell are they talking about?
Alps out.
I don't even watch no
Oh,
TV.
I wanted to say Chadwick
I'm
Boseman.
I'm just a big YouTuber, you know. I always love
I watch
watching
YouTube.
like just like videos and stuff on that. That's
But no, I highly recommend the Terminal List.
Terminal List.
Yes.
All right, people. You heard
All
that.
right, you heard it first.
Getting
Probably
bloody
not, but anyway. Or you know who else has a movie coming out? The Machine.
Who's the machine?
I was gonna say with
Washing machine.
Bert Kreischer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I know this guy.
So there's a comedian in the US called Bert Kreischer, and he's actually coming to Australia in April.
Stop it. You
Yep.
better not bring any shirts.
Huh?
You better not bring any shirts, that bloke.
He doesn't wear shirts anyway.
I know.
I don't know who you're talking about now.
So
Big
okay,
dad bod.
there's
You would have seen
a
him online.
comedian in the US called Bert Kreischer. Okay, he is well known for he takes his top off. He wears no shirt when he performs.
Unreal.
Okay, and he like big gut and like he's just a drinker, savage drinker. Loves it, loves the buzz. Like
I need to look at this guy up.
mate, he has like his own podcast called Bertcast. He's also on another podcast with another comedian, Tom Segura, on Two Bears One Cave.
Yeah.
He also has Something's Burning, which he does in his kitchen.
What's his last name?
And there's a famous
Bert
video
Kreischer.
out there for like 5 or 6 minutes where he went to Russia and he's talking about it up on stage.
Yes,
And
so
he's got no shirt on.
that's his he's known as his nickname is the Machine.
Yeah.
And it's a true story.
Oh, this
A
guy's
true
classic.
story
Yeah, yeah.
about when he went to Russia and got involved with the Russian mafia.
Yes.
Isn't there a movie coming out on that? Is that what you're talking about?
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah. Mate, yeah. I was
So,
like,
yes.
it's all clicked now because I just
Yeah.
seen what it looks like. Yeah,
And
yeah, cool,
he
cool.
has a movie coming out called The Machine, which is based on his true events that happened, but later on in the years.
Yeah.
And Mark Hamill plays his dad in it, and it's like, oh, it looks so funny. He's like, lady, the party's outside. And it's
Yeah,
just
he's
this
like, you did
Russian
not
lady.
get involved with the Russian mafia. And then this like lady comes in,
Yeah.
and the guy's like, yeah, no, I'm from the-" and he's like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, it's so funny. Like I highly recommend before you watch the movie, like I don't know if you guys have seen it, to watch his very first Netflix special where he tells that story of the Machine.
Yeah, okay. Because I have seen the part of it where it's that specific part. It's like a 6 minute.
Yeah, I watched
Oh,
that.
if you've watched it,
Yeah,
then
I've seen
that's
it.
fine.
I've
Yeah,
met him a lot of times. It's
yeah,
it's
okay,
funny. It's
yeah.
so
If
funny.
you've watched like the actual part that, yeah. So if you guys are gonna watch the movie The Machine, which I'm pretty sure it comes out in March, maybe wrong, March. I want to say March.
Yeah. This month.
Oh, is that April then maybe? Oh, I don't know. Feel bad. Anyway, The Machine's coming out. I recommend you watch his first special, which is on Netflix.
Let's go watch it.
And it's like the last segment he talked about.
Go watch
Tells the story, which is actually hilarious in itself. But
Yeah.
oh mate, it's so funny.
Oh,
but
Two Bears, One Cave is classic.
that is the funniest podcast, mate. That is the funniest podcast. I just
Is
listened.
that the one where they just like there's like no filter?
No,
Pretty much.
mate. There's
What's a
one
filter?
episode.
Yeah, okay.
There was one episode.
Yeah.
They literally.
I know the one you're talking
Yeah.
about because I've seen like the shorts on YouTube. Where I'm just
They talk
scrolling
about
through.
like when they hold their kid for the first time.
Oh,
That is so
I can't say that. Can't say that.
They do. Oh, mate. It's out there,
It's-
trust me.
yeah, but the thing is, like, they're comedians, so
Yeah,
like,
it's all
a
fun.
lot of it's like just being funny. It's
Yeah.
all the things like that you want to say as a joke, but you don't really mean.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, but like they can get away with it. And they do get away with it because they are comedians.
Yeah.
Like it just makes you like you'd love to do it on like just even like this, like
Oh,
just like
You watch the what is it, the Joe Rogan Protect Our Park
Oh,
episodes.
yeah.
And you're like, how are they saying this? And they're huge.
Yeah, I know.
You just have to listen to it. And the
Even
things that
Joe-
they all say
even
is
Joe, but, like,
classic.
It's funny as.
It's
Mate,
good, though.
You
It's
need to
good.
watch the original ones when they used to live stream it.
No, like the first couple episodes.
Oh, the first few hundred episodes.
100.
Damn.
They used to live stream heaps of them.
Because there's like 7 on podcast on what's it called? Spotify, sorry.
Yeah.
Of the Protect Our Park episodes.
No, not Protect Our Parks, just like the
Just regular
original ones
ones.
with him and Ari and
Yeah, okay.
those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And mate, I watched one,
be
it's just them
classic.
hitting the bong for like 3 hours.
What the fuck? Really?
Yep. Just passing around
Straight
talking
up.
absolute shit that doesn't even make sense.
I reckon that'd be funny. Imagine like getting like absolutely like cooked and then just like talking about like the weirdest thing.
It'd be the most clapped
It'd be
podcast.
so bad.
Oh, do you wanna finish up with my today years old?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of just
Dude,
we
we're just
don't-
doing this now.
we
Yeah.
kind of just don't
It's just
really
a
do anything.
surprise now.
Do you
Why
want
not?
it?
Yeah, why not?
Do I want it?
Oh, I've got it written
Don't
down.
even ask. That's silly.
Oh, okay,
He's
okay,
written it
okay.
down this time where he's like, I'm today years old. Oh wait.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't even know if we were gonna. I don't even know if we were gonna like get to it. Like, you know,
That's
like,
alright.
I don't
Can't
know. It's
miss
just.
out.
Is it fading out, guys? Let us know. Like, if you still want it in, let us know.
It's not fading out for me.
I was gonna say
Anyway.
I don't mind.
Makes good reels.
Okay. The Chandra X-ray Observatory. Okay. Probably just lost a few
Is
people.
that a telescope?
Yeah, it's an observatory that like telescope. Anyway,
Okay.
listen, can record pressure waves in space, okay, that are emitted by stars and etc. But they recorded recently in the last few years pressure waves that were emitted by the nearest black hole. And you can listen online what a black hole sounds like.
Didn't it? It was like,
Mate,
it was
it
like
is-
the weird. It was like
No,
a really
it is
creepy
the
noise.
freakiest
Cat
noise.
throwing up.
No, it doesn't sound anything like
It's-
what
no,
Jarrod
it's-
just said.
no,
but
it's more
just-
like a-
It's eerie.
I was gonna say, isn't it like
It's
a
so eerie.
ooh, like a really weird noise? Like
Yeah, it's like
staticky.
it's like what you would expect to hear if like in the deep ocean. Like it's
Yeah,
eerie.
that's good. That's a good way to put it.
It is eerie.
I've heard that.
Like it's just like random like noises that are going and they spike and then like it's crazy.
Yeah.
So and like every star in the sky emits pressure waves and like it's just you go listen to it. It's pretty scary.
Yeah, right.
It's pretty scary
I can
shit.
put it in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
I'll
Okay.
put it in.
Here it is. Far out. Okay, so let's finish off with a
many-
joke.
Alright,
Alright, bro. Finish
Don't lose it
off.
this time.
It's
Yeah,
the
don't
bedtime
you-
story.
Fucking lost it.
It's about Tesla.
Mr. Drifter, Mr. Musk.
Have you guys seen the new, like, just quickly, like, the new, like, what's it called? The full drive?
Oh, yeah, the Cybertruck.
Cybertruck.
The Cybertruck?
Yeah, yeah.
So see, like, there's photos of inside it now.
Came out 2 years ago,
No.
remember?
Yeah, no, but, like, you can see, like, photos
Strongest
of it
glass ever.
inside and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know why he did that? You know, honestly, I reckon, like, and
Publicity
everyone said
stunt.
that. Everyone was like, yeah, because it gets it out
Yeah.
everywhere.
Windows
And it
genius.
also
It's genius.
gives them longer for production.
If you didn't realize that from when it happened,
Oh, yeah,
you're
seriously.
special. But
Yeah,
that's all right.
seriously. Anyway, if Tesla made a gun,
I'm special.
what would it be called?
The cyberpunk. The cyber pule.
It would be called
Model
the
T.
Elon Musket.
Oh, my. This guy.
Oh, these are so funny.
Go another one. Why not? Pick a random one.
All right. Where do vampires get their pencils? Pennsylvania. One more.
Why is he kicking his feet? He's like,
I saw two gentlemen on the street arguing over a bus pass. It was a fair fight.
oh, that is it,
No,
bro.
I'm out, man. I'm out.
That's done. I'm done.
Mate, doesn't that song
rapping
remind you
now?
of Happy Feet?
Hey, happy.
Doesn't it like yeah? I just want to rock. It's like you
Nah.
just picture Happy Feet dancing to it, like
Mate,
smacking
I
his finger.
I
Don't you reckon? Honestly, I just want to rap.
I haven't watched that
Alright.
since I was like 10, but yeah.
Like,
anyway.
comment, subscribe. We'll see you next episode.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
out.
catch you guys.
Chill.
Peace.